All right, all right, all right. Okay, we do transformations. Welcome on to the call tonight. I know you're thinking, dang, this guy again. It's not this guy again. I just got the honor to introduce the call tonight. This call is, I feel like, super important. I hope that you get all of your people on it. Send out the link to your coaches. Make sure that they jump on. Let me explain what we got going on tonight. Normally, you might get one coach. Maybe if you're really, really lucky, you get two coaches in the top 100. We have four coaches tonight that have been, some of them have been in the top 10, and for the year in the top 100. We've got different pin levels. We have people that are moving in the marketplace now, moving now in the marketplace. I want you to understand that this is the first of a series where you're going to get to see what's going on in the marketplace, maybe at your level that you're at in the marketplace or where you're wanting to be. We get a lot of Pres team instruction. We get a lot of expert instruction today. You're going to get expert instruction from different pin levels in the form of a panel, and we have none other than one of our top coaches in the world, Tracy Johnson, running the panel and directing these people through and letting them bring you all of the great things that they can. Tracy Johnson, 3 million lifetime achievement, top 50 personal production year after year in North America, president's team, top We Do Transformations coach, top 10 for the year, many times top coach for the month. And she has a panel with her that's really, really, really going to bring it tonight. I'm hoping that we have plenty of people jumping on already. I hope that they get on here really, really fast, because I know this is going to kick off and you do not want to miss anything, even from our first panelist. I've been moved by these stories, and I hope that you guys are just as moved and just as impressed as the people that are bringing this to you. They're bringing it to you raw and real. They're not sugarcoating it. If they're not doing it, they're not talking about it. And they have no intention of coming on here and giving you the fluff. They're going to give you the great stuff. And who better to lead it than Tracy Johnson? So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over to President's team, Tracy Johnson.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you guys, thank you for the introduction, Justin. So you guys, just like Justin said, that the fact that we usually get a really in-depth training, which is really great. You guys, they've been fire. Okay, so I'm looking at the number of people who are on this call, and Justin did a great job stalling just a little bit so we get more team members on. You guys, it's so different when you have the energy and they can ask the questions. So you guys, as we're walking through, I'm going to interview these guys because we're always hungry to learn what people are doing, right? Like I was lucky enough to spend about a half hour with each of them today with Justin, and that still wasn't enough time to really get the goods. And so they only have a handful of minutes. They got 15 minutes on the clock, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to make sure that we're staying on track so we can go ahead and have that time at the end to ask the questions. And sometimes at the end of a call, there's not that many questions in the chat. So be asking the questions, you guys, because again, I've got notes from these guys. I'm going to let them share though with you. And again, I'm jacked up. Like legitly the messages and the things I was sending out after these calls, I'm like, you got to get on. This is what you needed to hear from this person. And the first person I'm going to have you go ahead and hear from tonight, this man, let me tell you, I'm going to make sure I don't share all your thunder and all the things you got going on. But oh my gosh, this guy, which again, he's crushing it with the challengers, obviously, right? He was in the top 100 coaches last year. You guys, number 84, and he hasn't even been in business the whole year. You guys, I'm gonna let him share that part too, but I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, hold on. You gotta see this. Hold on. Let me share my screen. Check out those results, you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and introduce Coach Sterling onto the call. You can go ahead and grab his handle. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I'm gonna unshare the screen here though too, so that we can see a good view of you, but a full view of you, not just your before and after photos. But grab your pictures now because I'm gonna go ahead and unshare the screen so that we can go ahead and have some good conversation. But Sterling, can you share with us a little background on your story? Okay, like again, don't leave anything out that you talked about earlier because it was amazing. So share your story and then share how are you getting your challengers?
What's up, y'all? Oh my God, this is an honor to be on this call. Talk to so many amazing people, share my story about who I am and how we do has completely changed my life. What's up, y'all? I'm Sterling Alexander. I'm from Southfield, Michigan. I've been in business. I've been in business only for 11 months, y'all. I've been using the We Do only for 10 months. I started in 11 months and We Do didn't take off for me until my second month in business. Um, just doing everything. I was actually ranked number 84, which is amazing. Really shout out to my team and really shout out to everybody that is behind the scenes making this thing happen for us in the We Do community. But so y'all, I'm gonna get into it because I got so many gems for y'all tonight. So everything that I do within my business, everything that I do really runs and ties back into We Do transformations, getting people into the nutrition clubs, 3-day trial kits, inviting people to the workouts that we host as well. So I'm gonna start off with the 3-day trial kits. So our products are top tier. We're the number one nutritional brand in the world, y'all. Like we're the Nike of nutrition. If y'all know what Nike is amazing and our products are so amazing. We're the number one weight loss management supplements in the world, everything. So using the 3-day trials, I have been able to gain a lot of clientele, a lot of challengers. I've had people do my 3-day trials and lose at least 10 pounds. I had a lot of people that have lost 10 pounds in 3 days. And they like, dang, I need more of this. You know what I mean? I need more. So they're hopping into my challenges, getting on programs. So that's really one way that I use the 3-day trials, getting people to use those. And also getting people into the clubs, the nutrition clubs, using the club as a hub for me. I work out of two nutrition clubs, Dearborn Nutrition and Vise Nutrition. Getting people there to get around the other coaches. You know, they might hear it from me, they might see it on my social media and stuff like that, but getting them in the community to hear it from more people, you know what I mean? That's really what it's all about because the more the better. It's better to do a challenge with a community and with people behind you. So getting people into the clubs, having the other coaches that are on the team share their stories, from women to men, getting people in there to do free samples or the products of the shakes and the teas, even, free wellness evaluations and just bringing them in there to see what we're doing, having them sit down at the bar with us and chop it up with us, see how we run business in there and everything. So that's I love my team. Shout out to the whole Dearborn Nutrition staff, everybody in our organization that makes it easier for me. Um, and so I also run fit camps, y'all. So man, this is crazy. My first fit camp ever, real quick, my first fit camp that I ever ran, I'm gonna be honest, it was bad. It was bad. You know what I mean? It kind of brought me down a little bit, but never quit. I'm telling you, never quit. Like I said, I made a lot of progress in 11 months. But never quit. When God bring you something, you gotta just go. You know. So we actually host two fit camps a week. I host one Wednesday nights and Saturday mornings as well. Just plugging people into those fit camps, bringing them, like, the community is everything. People want community, you know what I mean? People need and people want a community. And with We Do, we offer it all. We offer a community, we offer nutrition, we offer milk, we offer it all, y'all. So getting people to come to the fit camps, get a great workout in, sample products there as well, wellness evaluations after the product so people can get their numbers. And just hearing when people get in the room really works for you. You know what I mean? It's not hard for us to run our business with our fit camps because the fit camps are going to do the work for me. As far as people hearing the income testimonies that we do, people hearing the result testimonies, and people just seeing all the love, all the energy from the community is like everything. And people are really searching for that right now. So it's like if you have the We Do platform, like you got to take full advantage of it, y'all. Like the platform, it's like the way that it's growing for us to utilize it every single day. Every Tuesday when we get an update, you know what I mean? It's like amazing. And also using everything that comes with the We Do app. I honestly I love the follow-up part of the We Do app. Like it literally starts the conversation for you. And then once you send out that first message, so I think it's about 7 days for you to follow up. You get to follow up every week with their challengers. And just the first message, the message that they have on the We Do app, it literally starts the conversation for you. And then once you start that conversation, it's just going to naturally flow. You know what I mean? So really utilizing everything within the We Do app as far as the follow up, as far as the meal guides, the workouts, just showing people how to utilize the app and use the app as far as them being challengers. And just you got to make it fun. You know what I mean? Bringing people into the clubs. I'm gonna go back to that. Bring people to the clubs, seeing the other people, just making it fun for my challengers. And yeah, also really quick, sorry, y'all, gotta backtrack. So I run my business mainly like through social media as well. I'm really big on social media with my business, but you gotta people gotta know what you're doing when they come to your social media. So your bio, you gotta make sure that when people get on there, oh, they know you're doing 21-day transformations, or they know you're helping people lose weight in 3 days or 10 days or 21 days, whatever the case may be. But when people will go on the internet, and search what they want, and then they do that same thing on Instagram. People go on the search bar, type in, lose weight, gain muscle. You want your bio to have exactly what you're doing, because the top it don't even really have to be the top Instagram user, but the top bio, I should say, is going to show up, and people are going to be like, dang, this is the person I need to work with. You know what I mean? And also using hashtags with my post, posting hashtags with my post. We do transformations. We do transformation coach, weight loss, fitness, you know what I mean? Community, just using certain hashtags. And I don't just use them on one post. I'm posting them every time I post a reel. I'm staying consistent with what I'm doing, because once people see that you're helping people lose weight, or you have a community atmosphere, people are going to jump on that. Like, you just got to, but you have to stay consistent. Consistency is everything. And you never can quit. You just got to keep going. Like they said, I started this business 11 months ago, and it's completely taken off for me. Just utilizing all of the tools that I have. Yeah. Yeah.
That's good. Okay. Let me give you a break for a second, because this is what I'm hearing. Okay. So I'm hearing you, obviously, if you guys didn't write down community, like, I don't know how many times you said that in the short amount of time here. So community, you guys. So can you tell that you're loving what you're doing? You're building a community with We Do Transformations, and everything you're talking about, like, again, some of you, if you're doing 3-day trials, or if you're got a nutrition club, or you got a fit club, or a fit camp that you're doing, you're funneling everybody into that community, right? And so it doesn't matter what the things are, okay? So don't get distracted by some of the things. If you're like, I don't know what that is, I don't know what that is. You guys, the whole concept is he's funneling people in with the way that he's working his business into the community, that the community goes ahead and promotes the challenge for the most part to them too. You're talking about the challenge, but at the same time, you're talking about leveraging your time and leveraging the people around you. You guys, ask yourself, like, who are you leveraging around you that you have to go ahead and hear about the challenges or hear about the results, right? So I'm sure you probably asked, the people that are in your workout, what results they've gotten, right? You're probably highlighting some of those people. You said people are sharing business opportunity, right?
100%.
So that's what I wrote down. So, and this is the other thing I wrote down too. He kept saying tool, like talking about like the app and We Do Transformations as the tool. You guys, use the tool. Okay. Don't be the tool. Like Sterling, everything he's talking about, he's not the tool. Like, he just knows how to use the tools, you guys. And so write that one down, because sometimes we can like try to be too special, and look at the kind of results that you're getting too. So I want to make sure that if you wrote that down, that's what I took away. So question then for you too is, so you talked about a nutrition club. Do you own that nutrition club, or you?
No, I work out of
it?
I work out of Dearborn Nutrition. My upline, Brandon and Heather, and I believe Jerison and Kate actually co-own it with them. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I know them. They're awesome. Okay. So you don't own a nutrition club. Okay. Your fit camp sucked the first time you did it, right?
Yeah,
You're talking about, you guys, How many of you guys drop a 5 in the chat if you're like, oh my gosh, yes, my first this, is not fantastic. I didn't run my first, everything, like where we can laugh. Like I could think of Style Bell, right? Like he talks about, sometimes being out there on his own when it was raining, right? And so it's like, you guys do it, do the things and stay committed and having fun with it. If you know what you're building, which you guys, I'm telling you, we had a little conversation too. Wait until this guy gets a hold of all the tools that we have with We Do Connect. He's gonna
Oh,
be fired. So you guys, that's what I have for you. I want to make sure I'm seeing some questions in the chat too. Put the questions in. There's a spot for you guys to go ahead and ask in the Q&A so that they don't get lost. Okay, because we're not going to be able to stop and ask the questions you have. We get to stop and ask the questions I have until the end of the call, you guys. But I again want to make sure you guys understood what he was talking about. This is what I think is powerful. How many people that are on the call don't have a club? And again, you get to go ahead and choose, how can I create a community? Okay, because sometimes, people, I don't know about you guys, but there might be someone on the call that's like, good for him. Like he's got this he can work out of. I don't have a club I can work out of, or well, I can't do this. How can you? And that's what I'm hearing Sterling say too, is like, how
so
can I this fit camp better?
yeah, I'm gonna stop you real quick as well. So
Yeah.
y'all, I really like I utilize the clubs for sure, but I really like this business is so amazing. I really operate my business from my phone, like literally use my phone to operate my business. Like we've been saying, the club is really like a hub for me to get people to see kind of more of the experience. But I really run my business from my phone, and it's going amazing. Like it's amazing.
Love it. Love it. Okay. So you guys drop your questions that you have for Sterling in the chat as we're going to go ahead and move on to our next panelist here. So thank you so much for sharing. And I'm excited to hear and see more from you in the business here. So
Absolutely.
I'm going to go ahead. I have to share these awesome results, you guys. Crazy awesome. Well, we'll share Sterling's again here. Check out this hot lady. Okay, we've got Coach Tiffany that's going to be sharing on the call tonight. And Tiffany, I met this girl a little less than a year ago on a We Do retreat, you guys, and she is, I can feel a whole different Tiffany. She looks so different from the last time I've seen her too. So again, share your results real quickly too. But I can sense the confidence is way different, you guys. And so Tiff, if you can share how long you've been in the business, a little quick background, share your awesome recent results too. And then how are you getting your challengers?
Awesome. Well, hello, everyone. Thank you for having me. It's an honor to share with you guys what I'm doing because I'm eager for growth. I'm excited for where this is headed. I've been in the business for about 4 years now, and I'm down 60 pounds and I'm still going. And I share this on my Instagram all the time. So I'm going to give you guys all the tools. But till this day, I will share that I'm a coach getting results. I love the woman that I become along the process. And I feel, and I'm sorry for the nerves. I'm just so excited. But I feel along the way, I've become and been able to unlock a better version of me every single time. When did I start We Do Transformations? So when they launched the first event in Miami, I had no idea what We Do Transformations was. I hadn't been in the business when they originally launched it, but my coach put it in the chat and I was just so excited for more knowledge. I'm very eager to grow and be a student in this business that I went. And I had no idea that we were launching We Do Transformations for everyone there. And it turns out that because of the hard work that I put in my business for myself, I was able to be one of the top 10 coaches at that event. And I had no idea I was even qualifying for anything. So for me, I use specifically Fit Club, social media, and a very casual face-to-face, not what you would see as like a flyer, not anything intimidating. I'm going to show you guys how casual it is and how very, sorry, I think in Spanish, but how very little intimidating it really is. So the first thing for me to get challengers that I use social media is that I'm constantly storytelling, whether it's my story, whether it's my downline story or a challenger story, or even my sidelines, right? Because let's say I'm trying to get a cop to join my challenge. I have ex-retired cops, on my team, and I'm telling her story. I'm telling anyone and everyone's story. I don't have kids, but I know I get a lot of postpartum moms. I'm finding a postpartum mom story to tell. And I'm taking pictures with them at events when I can, and I'm seeing them and using them in my stories. And sometimes I know as a coach, we're very elevated. We get a lot of training, we get a lot of experience, we listen to a lot of Jim Rohn, but Tiffany on day one would never understand the words that or even the feelings that I have right now. So I like to go and think back to Tiffany on day zero. What are words that would trigger or inspire her, right? Because I'm trying to uplift her. I don't want to tear people down on my stories. I'm trying to inspire them to change their life. So I use words like overwhelmed, tired, energetic, things like that, that makes people feel like, oh, I connect to those words. A big story that I'm consistently saying is that I didn't like looking at myself in the mirror anymore. And a lot of people can relate to that. I don't have pictures right before I started my fitness journey. That is something that people can relate to. Another thing is that I am consistently showing updates from my challengers. What does that mean? A challenger could tell me, Coach, I like the shake, I'm posting it. If they tell me, Coach, I lost 2 pounds in the first weeks, I'm posting it. Coach, thank you for being you, I'm posting it. Why? Because that to me is like a Google review. Or if you are very Gen Z like me, it's like a TikTok review. I am looking at reviews on TikTok. So that for me is their way of saying that I'm a good coach and that what I'm doing is very effective. And I'm very intentional in my client chat, sharing my meals, asking questions. Why do I ask questions? Because I want to screenshot and post their answers, right? Another thing that I do, and this is me being intentional, trying to get my Instagram followers to one day be a coach. Although I'm following a process, I know that I'm building them up from the moment that they're my Instagram followers. So I share every single day my sticker of day 1, day 2 of the challenge, so that they know every single month there's a process that she's following and it's consistent every single month. Why? You guys, I don't know if you've ever gotten a no in this business, and I hope you have, right? I know that sounds crazy to say, but it builds some character in you. And also, I was a no for like 2 months. Okay, I was watching my coach, but I saw every single day it kind of was a similar repeated cycle. So I'm giving that feeling to my Instagram followers as well. Every single month, I'm getting better. Every single month, I'm doing the same thing. And every single month, you're staying behind. And I say that with love to my Instagram followers, but they have an idea like every day that I follow her and I check in on her, this girl is going to be better. So that's the feeling that I want to give them. One of the biggest things that I share, if you guys remember in the beginning, I mentioned that I'm always looking for accountability partners. So it's not as intimidating to people. I want to walk along the journey with them. And I'm also showing them that I'm going to do this with them. When I'm an accountability partner, it's not, here's the PDF, figure it out. Here's the app, figure it out. It's, I'm going to show you what I'm eating, why I'm eating it. I'm going to give you some tips, which we get in the knowledge and value chat that we have our clients plug into. So I'm very big on looking for accountability partners. And remember I said that I'm intentional with my Instagram following to coach. When I sign up a new coach, I tell them, send out this message. What does the message typically say? From the PDF, from our marketing material. Hey, I just joined the challenge. They're giving away $10,000. You want to do it with me for accountability? Doesn't that sound like exactly what I've been sharing on my social media? So when they sign up as a brand new coach, it's not really intimidating for them. And then, since I use Fit Club, so when I invite them to Fit Club, the most casual invitation. Hey, I'm hosting a workout in New Jersey. You want to get a workout in together? That is my invitation to Fit Club. I don't tell them you're going to hear testimonies from XYZ. I don't tell them, you just want to get a workout together. And like Sterling said, let the room speak for itself. Okay. From there, I am also on my stories. I share very intentionally. So one day I take time to share about community. Another day I share about the app. Another day I might share about the $10,000 cash prize. But I'm sharing something different and valuable about the challenge. So each individual person that maybe wants community, that day they're going to sign up. The person that, like me, that likes some extra cash, I might sign up for the $10,000. The other person who needs a whole app and a whole PDF and needs to know that they're getting a grocery list and everything, they're going to sign up on that day. But I don't want to overwhelm my stories with all the information at once every single day, so that I can speak solely to that one person that needs that one thing that I have on that day. Now, when I go from Challenger to PM, I am a world team. I'm still growing my business. I want to have money in my pocket immediately as well, just like a brand new distributor. So I take them from retail to PM to distributor. And Justin and Tracy at the beginning mentioned we're not going to sugarcoat anything, guys. There's been times where maybe I was coasting in my business and my follow-up really wasn't perfect. It wasn't where I was. I was like, all right, I got them signed up in the challenge. The chat will do the work. I'll follow up once or twice. No problem. Well, that also reflected in my volume. That reflected in the amount of distributors that I was able to recruit. So what did I learn? It doesn't matter what it takes. We have to plug in. We have to lock in. And once my follow-up got better, you guys, my volume went up. They started adding more enhancers, and I was able to recruit more distributors along the way. So with that, they also were able to trust in me a lot more. And so if they didn't start the business, they're definitely doing another challenge, because now I'm adding more of my value onto them. And I know now that they'll need me along the journey. Along the way, I also fuel them with confidence. And I do a lot of mindset work. Why? Because I know one day they're going to be my distributors. And notice I say one day, right? Because not everyone is going to sign up immediately after their first challenge. I did it. It took me 5. It took my coach inviting me to a business opportunity like 7 times. But when I signed up, I was built up to start very strong. So I'm always trying to build them up and make them feel like they can conquer anything. And at the end of the day, you know what, guys? Our job is literally to make people better. Whether it's nutrition, whether it's fitness, whether financially, I want to leave my little grain of salt in them to make them feel better. So I'm very intentional with how I build them up. And I'm also intentional with the flow that I take everyone on. Why? Because they're going to be a distributor one day and duplicate that. So I'm doing the same exact flow for every single person. The only thing that I do is maybe in conversation, I say, I can relate to this because, oh, I understand because. But at the end of the day, they're all going with the same flow so that when they're a coach, they can duplicate that and feel a lot more comfortable. Now, when I make them a distributor, I know that you guys know, because you're in it, that we have coaches challenges now, right? And that you have to get, you don't have to do anything. You get to get amazing results every single month and win a cash prize. I don't know if you guys know, but that's what I do with my challengers, right? So now I tell those challengers, hey, I'm doing exactly what you're doing, but I make an extra income every single month by sharing it with other people. So that's kind of been my pitch to help them and say, hey, you can do the coaches challenge still. And if you go back to the beginning of my talk, remember I said I'm looking for accountability partners. That makes everything less intimidating. It reminds them that they don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be at their goal weight. The only thing is that they need to be working towards something, because I want them to know that they're already doing what I'm doing. So I'm giving them that empowering conversation. And you guys, with all of this being said, the more that I lock in, the better that this business gets. The more I treat it like a hobby, the more it pays me like a hobby. The more I lock in, the better it's been going. And just this month, the month is not done. So if you ask me, I have like 3 weeks left in this month. In the next 7 days, I'm going to get squeeze it like a wet towel in a summer day, you know? I've been able to recruit 2 more distributors. One of them has gotten already to the senior consultant level, which helps me then work my way to the Premier League. I have a green BizWorks for my own personal volume of plus 4,000. And this is not just because this month I was putting in the work. This is because over the last few years, I'm going to say, I've been putting the work no matter what. I haven't been looking at the final result. I've been looking at, if I go to bed tonight, am I happy with the amount of work that I put into my business, right? We have to make numbers. Some of us need to collect royalties. Some of us have bills we need to pay. But as long as I know I went to bed proud of myself, that's how I know I had a good day in business. So I have a green BizWorks of plus 4,000. I have a lot of clients coming back. Literally right before this call, a girl that signed up 2.5 years ago as a preferred member, and after that didn't answer me. I would always invite her to challenges and everything. Nothing. 2 hours ago, she placed her order and is getting started on our next challenge. I have coaches moving up. And even though I knew a lot of people already in the fitness world, We Do Transformations finally gave me that credibility to be in the same marketplace as them. Now, when I go out and let's say I meet friends somewhere, they're talking to me with a different level of respect, and now they're more interested in what I'm doing. And I want to tell you guys that old Tiffany, even 2 years ago in business, I would have seen a green BizWorks of even plus 100. And I would have been like, all right, this is good. Like, I'm comfortable. This Tiffany, this year, my quote is, how good can it get? So my BizWorks is green 4,000, and I'm proud, but I'm not complacent. I have a bigger goal for myself. So with all that being said, thank you guys for having me, and I hope that I inspired at least one person on this call.
All right, I'm not letting you go that easy though. Hold on, Tiff.
Okay.
That's all good. Okay, you guys. I think what would be really valuable too is as you're like, as things are landing with you, drop it in the chat too, you guys, because sometimes when you hear things, like don't like listen to what's being said, but like if you're seeing something, you're like, oh, that was good. Drop it in the chat because sometimes people need to see that a couple times or written out too. It's just like, oh, that's a good nugget, and then you just kind of retain that more too. So I've got a couple of things real quickly, because if I'm thinking it, I'm sure other people are thinking it too. So, well, first off, you guys, can you do me a favor? Can you write down, can I give you homework? You guys, I used to be a teacher, so sometimes I go into teacher mode, but can you do us a favor? Can you, like the days and the things that you do intentionally, like, you know, you do this on that day and that, can you go back into our coaches chat and where the flyer is posted for tonight, can you put in there, drop in the days and like what you try to like post, and again, just as ideas, because sometimes people are like, oh yeah, I need to do more social media posts, but I just don't know what to talk about. And that's like a blueprint of like ideas that people can do. And I love that the intentional messages that you put into your stories too is like that review. Because again, people, like Sterling was saying, they're going to go to your social media. They're going to take a look and see, is this girl, like, is she legit? Is she going to be able to help me reach my goal? That's really what they're looking for. Whether it's reaching your goal in business, reaching your goal with results, right? They're looking to see, like, can this person lead me? And so you're just like peppering all of this proof, right? Social proof is the best way to go ahead and like really promote what we've got going on.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I want to give people
Yeah.
FOMO because I don't know what it is for somebody to sign up immediately, because I wasn't her, and I don't get a lot of people that find me one day and are ready to sign up. So I want people to have FOMO of like, really, my reality is like, if you can't beat her, you got to join her. She hasn't given up. She's not going anywhere. Everything keeps getting better. At some point, I'm just going to have to join her.
Love it. Love it. Okay. I do have just a couple more things though, Tiff, because like I said, this is what the call is all about. Okay. So when you're talking about the stickers for each day, where does someone find that?
In all of our marketing material. You get it straight from there.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Just making sure that everyone knows. You guys, even if you took 15 minutes after this call just to open up the app and be like, maybe I need to click on a couple more links. I'm telling you, everything is there. Again, people are talking about how they're using it, so use it. Your simple invite too. So your simple invite, I think that's a great reminder, you know, as far as like just inviting them to come work out with you or to be your accountability partner. Because sometimes, especially when people are new, sometimes we overshare way too much because we're nervous or we really want them to join us. So then we like share way too much. You guys, keep it simple. Again, we're just inviting people. Again, your results are freaking amazing. And just a little quick shout out reminder that all pictures need to be uploaded tonight, right? Including the coaches' pictures. And again, leading by example, because then you do get the opportunity to tell people, your challengers, like, you're already doing what I'm doing, right? Did you guys write that down? Like, I wrote that down again. Like, you're already doing what I do. Why don't you join me, right? And that is what that phrase there, people are always questioning. If someone's looking at Tiffany and they're like, oh my gosh, she's amazing. She's amazing. I could never do it. If you're telling them that you're already doing what I'm doing, like, then why wouldn't they want to join you, right? Like that's a great lead in. So again, that validation. So, okay. I'm not going to take up more time, but I'm telling you, Tiff, there's a lot of other things I have written down here, but we'll make sure we get them shared with the group here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing. Oh, okay. Actually, hold on one second. Can you just share real quickly, like, how has We Do Transformations changed your business? You told us, you know, the goods, but really, how has it changed your business or changed your life? Because I can feel the difference from you.
So being that I've been to the retreats, I've had the conversations with higher leadership or people that we might only see on social media. And it's really true when they say that's where the real training actually is. So one time in a retreat, I sat with Tracy and I just met her till 3 o'clock in the morning. And ever since then, what she told me took into effect mentally, but I didn't see the results of it until recently. So I've had the mindset of maybe I'm hearing this call right now, but as long as I do a little bit each day, it's going to add up, and then I'm going to see the results of it. Number one. Number two, I come from being over 215 pounds. So I was always obese my entire life. I would have never even guessed that I would see the cuts that I had in my before and after picture. Even if I am not where I want to be, I still don't believe, or I believe it because I've been putting in the work, but I wouldn't have believed that that was possible. And We Do Transformations has pushed me to just see, not only in life, but personally, how good can I really get, right? And it's given me that mindset of being around this community of individuals that really want you to get out of your comfort zone, not because it benefits them, because Tracy and Justin are amazing mentors of mine. And let's be real, what I do in this business has nothing to do with them, but they're always pushing me to do better. Tracy has pushed me to imagine more. And We Do Transformations, like having so many teams working together, you would have never had that before. So I want you guys to really plug into the community that we have, not just because that's what we tell our clients, but because it's genuinely what is happening and I'm experiencing it. And it's given me a system. I finally bring on every single person. Again, I'm very individual, very one-on-one, but they all have a system that they're able to follow. So I don't feel like, okay, I have to remember what I did with this one because I'm not going to do it with this one. No, I find maybe somebody likes fit clubs, maybe somebody likes social media, but they all have the same exact flow every single month.
So good. So good. Again, follow up too. Yeah. Thank you so much for touching on that, because that's just a great reminder for all of us. And then we have that amazing app, just like Sterling was talking about. So, again, thank you so much, Tiff. I'm going to go ahead. If you want, there's her, Instagram info there for you. Again, check out all of her awesome results. You inspire me. There's sometimes I'm like, that doesn't even look like Tiffany. So you guys, I'm going to go ahead. I have the privilege to go ahead and also introduce this amazing woman. So Kim, so Coach Kim, let me tell you, first off, number 7 in 2024, you guys, in the top 100 coaches. She's number 7. You guys, I was joking with her. I'm like, I was number 8. And I'm like, you were number 7? But this is the cool thing, just like what Tiff was talking about, we get to challenge each other, right? And have that fun competitive edge to go ahead and just root for each other too. But check out these awesome results. And so real quickly, so Kim, global expansion team member, okay, and she's been in the business for 5 years. And I just want to go ahead and share her perspective and things that she's going to be sharing with you guys tonight is a little bit different. And again, you're going to share the story, but ask the questions in the chat, okay? But she, again, amazing results. And she has a gym. And so she's going to be talking about that. And again, how to go ahead and be able to utilize the things that you have access to and reach out to some of the people. There's so many different options that we have with our gym. So again, thank you for hopping on the call, Kim. And the floor is yours if you want to share how you're getting your challengers, okay? And a little background story too.
All right, perfect. So hi, everybody. I'm super excited to be here. First of all, I want to shout out you guys. I learned a lot from you, Tiffany, girl. Love it, love it, love it. You did amazing. And I actually met Tiffany in the We Do Transformation retreat, and she inspired me. I loved her personality, and I'm so happy to see her grow. With that being said, hi, everybody. My name, some of you know me as Kim, some of you know me as Aviva. It's Aviva Kim Bikineyev. I'm the owner of Bikini Fitness, which is a women-only fitness gym in Las Vegas. We have 2 locations, and I started with a gym 8 years ago, got introduced to Herbalife 5 years ago, and started incorporating We Do Transformation a year ago. So I can say that We Do Transformation changed my business as far as duplication with my team, because this is something, Bikini Fitness is not something that everybody can duplicate. But We Do Transformation is something that everybody can duplicate, which is amazing. It helped me so much. And let's get into details, because I have amazing nuggets to share with you tonight. So prepare your notes. So the first thing I remember when I started, I did a video that went viral. And the video was, I had this idea, right? I got super excited about the $10,000 giveaway. I ordered a $100 bill money gun from Amazon with something like this. I don't know if you can see, but I did a video that I'm just literally throwing cash all over. I did a slow motion. I did a nice edit on the video with some transformation pictures and a voiceover of me saying like, hey guys, I'm giving away $10,000 to 10 winners with the best body transformations on my 21-day challenge. If you want to join, or if you want to learn more, just comment me below. It was very straight to the point, and I did something that caught the attention of people that follow me because they just saw like a lot of dollar bills, and people love money. So they stopped, they looked, and I had a lot of people. The video went viral, so that helped the hype. So I highly recommend you to do it. This money gun is super affordable on Amazon, and you can do some cool stuff with it. I'm going to be talking also about like gym owners and fitness trainers because this is my industry and this is where I'm coming from. What I do to get people on the challenge is that I give them value, which is working out at my gym for 21 days. And whether you have a different value, if it's your fit camps, if it's, I don't know, maybe like one-on-one Zoom call with you once a week, any value that you can think about that you can give your challengers, it's going to help you a lot because they're going to feel something extra to join with you. Also, sense of urgency, guys. Like Tiffany mentioned, FOMO. I'm the queen of FOMO. I feel like people just don't want to miss on things, and if you do it right and if you do it exciting, people are excited to. I remember I posted in December for January. I posted like that I have a closed chat and like join, spots are limited. And people that following me for a while, they're like, oh, what is this? They didn't even saw what is this, but they comment on it because of like when I get into it, like I do story after story after story, and people feel like spots are limited. I'm missing out something. Let me figure out what I'm missing. When posting stories about the challenge, this is something that I'm sure not a lot of people do, but it's so important and so valuable. When you post about a challenge or when you post about your progress or results, try to look who are the top people, like top, I would say 15, 20 people that are constantly watching your stories. And these people, what I do is I send them a message. Do we have that message, Tracy?
Yeah. Yep. Let me bring it up.
So
nothing fancy here. So
yeah. So when I see somebody, yeah, right there. When I see somebody that is just watching, maybe like liking my stories, maybe like engaging with polls or answering questions, I always refer with a name. So let's say, hey, Monica, thank you for following and supporting my page and engaging. I truly appreciate it. I'm curious, are you here to enjoy the content or are you thinking starting your transformation? And this is something so simple that makes them feel like, oh my God, she see me, like I'm special, especially when I call her name. And then they're going to tell you if they're there just to enjoy the content and your Instagram, or they're actually going to open to you and tell you like, oh yeah, I've been trying to lose weight for a while, and this is what I'm getting from it. So reaching out to people with this message, take a picture of this, it's going to help you a lot. Now, when I do a call to action, when I post a video and I say, for example, if you're interested, comment me and I'll get back to you. This is my first message that I put. It's, hey, I saw you were interested in our 21-day $10,000 challenge. I always like to put the $10,000 because, again, people love money, okay? Super excited to help you achieve your goals, and let's make sure you win this money. I have here, it's not letting me see. Let me see. Oh, here. Before I'm going to send you all the information, I would like to get to know you a little bit more. What are your goals for the challenge? What have you tried in the past that did or did not work for you? Now, this question covers a lot because this person see that, oh, she's not just trying to sell a program or sign me up to the challenge. She actually cares about who am I, what I did in the past, like what worked for me. I also ask this question to know if they ever used Herbalife in the past, if they have already a coach maybe. So I feel like this question is an overall very good question that helps you make them feel special. That makes sense. So take a picture of these two. I also have the steps, but you have everything in the We Do Transformation app. Sharing testimonial during the challenge. So like Tiffany said, this is something that I also do. I do like a private chat with my own challengers, and I ask them every few days. I'm like, hey, ladies, I work with women mostly. So I ask them like, hey, ladies, how are we doing? How do we feel? It's day 5. Share with me a little bit. What's new? What do you feel? And then somebody is saying, oh my God, I lost 3 pounds. I take a screenshot, I put it on my story. Oh my God, my energy is through the roof, or this workout was so hard, but today I was able to complete it. All these, like Tiffany said, it's testimonial and credibility for you. If you don't have a gym or if you're not a trainer, it's extra credibility. And if you are a trainer, like people are just gonna I feel like everybody needs to post some credibility, whether you have a brand or no, whether you're a trainer or no. So this been helping a lot. Also, if they are sharing any pictures, I have girls that after like 2 weeks, they're sharing pictures of like trying on their pants, or I tell them like, try on a jeans that you haven't tried in a while and take a picture how it looks on you. So then they send me like cool pictures and then I post it. Here's what happened in 14 days on my challenge. And I do it while the registration for the next challenge is already open. So then I can take it right from there. If somebody's commenting like, oh my God, how she did that? Oh, she did it through my 21-day challenge. Registration is open. I have 3 spots left. Do you want to join? I'm very direct. Now, how does the challenge help me sign on preferred members and distributors? So first of all, for my team, I do have like the product bundle that I have few product bundles, but I know exactly how many volume points every client on the challenge gives me. And this is how I know how to tell this to my team as well. Like if you want to become a supervisor, if I have a new coach in the team, with the product bundle of the quick start, let's say you need 17 people on the challenge and you become a supervisor. Let's go. And this is something that if you don't know your product bundles or your volume points, get like deep into it so you can help your team to simplify it. Because when people join this business, they have no idea what to do. They're a little lost. Volume points sounds too much for them. So just break it down for people. What else do I have here? I ask for referrals. So whoever brings the most referrals, I also I tell them about the business and I send them the video of Jorge, which is amazing video. It helped me close every deal that sit in front of me, literally. Also people that I see that are very excited in my chat. I see people that are posting the meals and talking with other people and trying to help other people and sending recipes in the chat. I'm like, okay, this is a distributor material and I'm putting it in the back of my head. But then I also say it in the chat. I'm like, hey, oh my God, I love how active you are here. You should become a transformation coach with us. So I throw it in the chat and then everybody, the subject now is, oh, how can I be part of it? Like, how can I become a transformation coach? So then from there, again, I take it to the video of Jorge. So that's been helping me a lot. PM conversions. So like I said, I create a private chat with my clients. And what I do, and something that you want to write down, I send them recipes, like not on the beginning, towards the 7th day, I send recipes with products that I know that they don't have. So when I send those recipes, people are like, oh my God, that looks amazing. What is this? So then I tell them what products it consists. And on day 7, okay, write it down. Day 7, I do a huge deal out of like the VIP, the preferred members. So I tell them, because you completed 7 days, you're consistent. And this is the celebration. This is the reward that you're going to get. You're going to receive a special link to create a VIP account and enjoy up to 42% discount on all your supplements. You can restock on your supplements, and you can add the supplements for the recipes that I just sent. And guess what? When you do that, it gives you a free ticket for the next challenge. So you already lock them into the next challenge just by sending recipes of something that they would like to eat, because people like different things. People like, try waffles, mug cakes. I have a recipe for like popsicles with like beverage mix and stuff like that. So I know what they don't have. And so I send the recipes of something that I want them to get and try other products. That was a really good one. Write it down.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Can I ask a quick question
Yeah,
while you're
sure.
kind of taking a look at what you got there too? Because I think you're hitting on all the things we talked about earlier. So real quickly, the George video, okay? Where do you get the Jorge video? There was a question. I did see that. We want to make sure everyone knows where to access that.
So the We Do Connect, I honestly don't even know how I have the access for it, but I have the access. It's in the We Do Connect.
Okay.
It's in presentation, if I'm not wrong.
Okay. Okay. So in the We Do Connect, you don't have to go any further. That's good. I just want to make sure we're directing people. And Lauren or someone, if you guys can drop the link for the We Do Connect app in the chat too, because some people might be like, what's that? And you need to use the link for that to make sure. But that Jorge video, because how many of you guys out there are like, I want more people on my team, but I don't know how to talk about the opportunity. You don't have to. You lead them to the tool, right, that we've been talking about, and let Jorge talk about it while you're learning how to carry yourself to be able to talk about it even stronger. So again, using that third-party tool and hearing it from someone else is super fire. And this is what I heard too, is the fact that you're sharing those results like we talked about. So I know usually I'll tag the client too, because like you said, recognize them. Like they are getting amazing results and then they're feeling good. Because what happens when you're recognizing someone, giving a shout out, their friends are seeing it, right? And then it's like referrals that you're talking about. So I love that you brought up referrals, because sometimes people are like, I know I need to get more referrals, but I don't know how to ask for referrals, right? It doesn't have to be complicated. And so I loved your tip on your incentive. Again, people love getting things. Like you give them an incentive and then again, they don't even realize that you're going to give them the biggest gift, which is going to be putting money in their pocket. And I just have one other quick question too is, when you're talking about social media and you're sending off messages, do you get people that don't respond to your messages?
Yes, of course. We all get ghosted
Okay.
sometimes. What I do, here's a trick. Okay, again, write it down. On Instagram, when you delete a message, people cannot see that you delete a message. So you just click on unsend. So if they ask me a question, or even if I reach out to them and I saw that they saw my message and they haven't replied, I unsend my message and I send the exact same message again, so it can give them a notification on their phone, a reminder. So it's just a reminder. I'm sending the same thing, but I unsend it and send it again, because if you're sending this and then you're like, oh, I'm just following up, it sounds a little bit, hi, 1 second. Okay, so don't eat it. Sorry. My toddler. Okay, don't get it. Sorry. Where was I?
It's unsending and resending, so then they just get the
So
notification.
you unsend and you send it again. It looks much better. It's like a reminder instead of you're like, hey, did you
begging.
see? Yeah. So this is much better. Okay, good.
That's an amazing tip, you guys. So and at the same time, I want to make sure that you know that we all get ghosted. Okay, that can be something that people can take that way too personal. Just remember what your goals are, and it helps you not take it too personal, and just know that you're just you're just sharing it so that again, whenever they're ready to move forward, they know you connected with them and who to go to. So you guys, there's just way more than these guys have to share that we just can't always share, but you guys, so much fire. You guys, so many notes that I took again. And so excited for this series. I am going to go ahead and shoot it over to Justin Wilson again to go ahead and close this out. Take a look at some of those questions. If you saw, I didn't get a chance to look at any of the questions unless you did, Justin. But you guys, the panelists, put a 5 in the chat if you loved this series, taking a look and digging in to some of the businesses that, again, these guys are just rocking it and crushing it.
Tracy, can I add one more thing? Sorry, I
Yeah.
think it's so, so important. I had a new coach on my team. She's an online coach. And when I showed her the Brian Mark training, she told me I paid $10,000 for this type of training. $10,000. Online coaches paying $10,000 for this. And she told me, I cannot believe that I have the access for this for $35. So just keep it in mind when you talk to online coaches.
That is so good. Justin, I'm going to let you take over, but give me a second. You guys, we don't know how much money we're holding on to when we're on the phone on that app. You're leaving money in your phone right now. Like, if that doesn't get you all fired up, like, you're leaving money on the table when you can learn some of these things. But that's the posture as you guys are inviting for more people to join us on this mission and getting more coaches and changing pins this year and building more teams within your We Do business. Use the tools. Let them know. There's so many benefits, so many. So, okay, Justin, I'm fired up. Guys, I'm just like, this is so good. Look at all the 5s in that chat, you guys. Thank you so much, Sterling, Tiffany, Kim. Again, I'm gonna zip my lips. I'm gonna let Justin take over.
All right, guys, we only pay translation for an hour, so our time is up. I want to say this before we roll out, okay? You're seeing people on here right now that maybe you didn't know. Maybe you didn't know how good they were doing. This is a series that we're doing. We're going to highlight people. Go get your challengers. Go get your new distributors. Go put the work in, and you might find yourself right here sharing with the entire world what you're doing. But if you want to get on here and share, you first got to go out there and work. Thank you guys so much. Panelists, you guys over-exceeded. I appreciate it. We had brand new people to obviously very polished people. So thankful for all of you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day.